Afcon 2025 is here. 24 nations, legends, underdogs, heartbreak, glory. And today I'm predicting the 2025 African Cup of Nations. Who survives the groups, who falls, who shocks the world, and who lifts the trophy in Morocco. And trust me, you will want to watch until the very end because my final winner prediction will shock you. The way we are going to do it is in a simple format, alphabetical order, Group A to Group F. Wherever they finish, I have a prediction. So 24 teams are in this. Then we get down to 16 teams. Then all the way to the knockout stages, quarterfinal, semi-final, and a big winner. I'm gonna start with Group A, Morocco, the World Cup semi-finalists, kings of North Africa, with Hakimi, Ziyech, and Nesairi, and a squad full of European stars. Morocco are stacked, plus home advantage. The whole continent expects them to deliver. I've got them all the way. Prediction, winners of Group A, straight to the semis or even finals. Next, Comoros, the miracle team of Afcon 2021. Passionate, fearless. Remember when they knocked out Ghana and almost shocked Cameroon with their goalkeeper playing as striker? That was one of the craziest African stories ever. This team plays with pure passion. The fans absolutely electric. The problem, they don't have the squad depth to handle giants like Morocco or Mali. But trust me, they will give us one of those magical moments. Maybe a shock draw or a last-minute winner that breaks the internet. But this group is brutal. Predictions, fourth in Group A and an exit in the group stages. But they will leave Afcon 2025 as one of the most loved teams again. Next, Mali, one of Africa's most underrated squads. Strong midfield, young talent, and fearless energy. They will give Morocco a fight and definitely go through. Prediction, second in Group A, and they're gonna make it to the quarterfinals. Next, Zambia, past champions with fire and unpredictability, but defensively inconsistent. They will battle, they will give us great games, but not enough depth to go beyond round of 16. I see them slipping behind Morocco and Mali. Prediction, third in Group A, finishing in round of 16. Now, Group B, Egypt, the kings of Afcon, 7-time champions with Mo Salah, hungry for his first Afcon trophy. Egypt are serious contenders and they will have massive pressure to win. But will one superstar carry them all the way? I say yes, but only until the semis. They will cruise through the group stage. Prediction, winners of Group B all the way to the semi-finals. Next, South Africa, the Bafana. They are rebuilding. They shocked everyone by qualifying so comfortably. And what makes them dangerous is their tactical discipline. They may not have the world's biggest names, but they are organized, fast on the counter, and fearless against giants. When South Africa play, it feels like the whole nation comes alive. Remember, this is the team that hosted the 2010 World Cup, so they know how to show up on the big stage. Their weakness, consistency. Some days they look like giant killers, other days they can't score a goal. I still believe they will do just enough to escape the group. They will edge out Angola. Prediction, second in Group B, straight to round of 16. Next, Angola, quick and skillful, but lacking the killer instinct against giants. They just lack the killer edge. I see them battling hard. They will fight, but not enough. Sorry Angola, the group stage is the end of the road. Prediction, third in Group B with a group stage exit. Next, Zimbabwe. Now let's talk about Zimbabwe, the Warriors, back in Afcon. This is a nation with an incredible fan passion. If you've ever seen Zimbabwe play, you know their supporters bring drums, singing, dancing. It feels like a carnival. You know, that energy really lifts the team. But here's the challenge. Zimbabwe have struggled with stability in their football system. Suspensions, off-field issues, and lack of preparation hurt them in the past. On the pitch, they've got dangerous attackers like Twino Kwandowerere and Knowledge Busana, guys who can score out of nowhere. Their speed on the counter can shock bigger teams. However, compared to South Africa and Egypt, in this group, they don't quite have the squad depth to compete over 3 games. The talent is there, the passion is there, but the margins at Afcon are brutal. My prediction, Zimbabwe will give us one huge upset, maybe even stealing points off South Africa or Angola, but sadly, they won't escape the group stage and will exit 4th. in Group B. Next, Group C, Nigeria, the Super Eagles with Victor Osimhen, the goal machine. Leading the line, they have got the most dangerous striker in Africa, supported by a squad stacked with Wilfred Ndini, Alex Iwobi, and more. Nigeria are contenders, no doubt, but can they handle the pressure? Honestly, they will fly high. Predictions, winners of Group C all the way to the finals. Next, Tanzania, the Taifa Stars. Their fans are some of the loudest and most passionate in all of Africa. Whenever Tanzania plays, pure energy on the pitch. They have got exciting names like Mbwana Samata up front and some young talents coming through. But here's the truth. In a group with Nigeria and Tunisia, the challenge is massive. They'll give us moments of magic, maybe even score a surprise goal that trends worldwide. But overall, I don't see them escaping the group. This group is too tough. Prediction: fourth in Group C with a group stage exit. But one of the most entertaining teams to watch. Next, Tunisia. Tunisian football is all about discipline, structure, and tactical intelligence. Their strength, they know how to frustrate giants. Remember, Tunisia are Afcon veterans. They have qualified for 16 consecutive tournaments, and they always find a way to compete. Their midfield is experienced, their defense is compact, and in knockout football, that matters. The big challenge, scoring goals. They don't have a Victor Osimhen or Mo Salah to carry them. Still, Tunisia are the type of team that grind out 1-0 wins and punish mistakes. In this group, they'll definitely finish second behind Nigeria, and I can see them making life hell for anyone in the knockouts. Predictions: second in Group C with a quarterfinal exit. But don't be surprised if they sneak into the semis. They are the definition of a stubborn tournament team. Tunisia will frustrate opponents and sneak through. Next, Uganda. The Cranes are back. And let me tell you, this is not just a football team. It's a country that bleeds passion for the game. After a crazy win over South Africa in the CHAN 2024 tournament, Uganda is in for a challenge. Uganda hasn't had it easy. Years of building, heartbreaking qualifiers, but now they are finally on the biggest stage again. Players like Alan Okello and Jude Semugabi give them a real firepower, and this squad has the hunger for underdogs who want to shock Africa. Here's the thing, Uganda's strength is in its fighting spirit, the Pearl of Africa. Yes, they are up against giants like Nigeria and Tunisia in Group C. On paper, it looks impossible, but Afcon always delivers and shocks. Don't be surprised if Uganda wins Afcon 2025. My country, my home. I'm predicting Uganda will fight to the very last whistle. They will scare big teams, maybe even grab a famous win. But unfortunately, the group is just too tough. My prediction, third in Group C, just missing out on the knockouts. But trust me, Uganda will leave this Afcon with respect and pride. Next, Group D, Senegal, the Lions of Teranga, the defending Afcon champions, the pride of West Africa, World Cup regulars, and one of the strongest squads on the continent. Let's be honest, when you have Sadio Mane leading the attack, Edouard Mendy guarding the posts, and Koulibaly commanding the defense, you're not just here to compete, you're here to dominate. We share power and class all over the pitch, but here's the twist. The pressure is massive. Every team wants to knock out the champions, and sometimes carrying the crown makes it harder. Senegal will bulldoze through the group stage. Their physicality and discipline will overwhelm opponents. But can they repeat another Afcon final win? I say no. They will shine early and make it to the knockouts, but small mistakes can change everything. I see Senegal making it to the quarterfinals, maybe even semi-final if the attack clicks. They have got the quality to go all the way again. But the big question is consistency under pressure. I believe they will stumble later. Prediction, winners of Group D, but their journey ends in the quarterfinals. But don't be shocked if the Lions roar even louder and chase another final. Next, Botswana. Let's talk about Botswana, the Zebras. This is a fairy tale story, to be honest. Botswana don't qualify for Afcon often, so just being here is a historic achievement for their fans. With their strength and pure fighting spirit, They are disciplined, they defend as a unit, and when they score, their celebrations are like the whole country dancing. But here's a challenge. This group is brutal. Facing Senegal, Democratic Republic of Congo, and Benin means they will need a miracle to survive. Still, don't be shocked if Botswana pull off one cheeky upset, maybe holding one of the giants to a draw. My prediction though, the magic ends in the group stage. But trust me, they will leave with respect, passion, and a nation proud of their warriors. Prediction, fourth in Group D with a group stage exit. Then Benin, the Squirrels, now rebranded as the Cheetahs, are one of those teams that always bring fight and energy to Afcon. We all remember their magical 2019 run to the quarterfinals, knocking out Morocco. That was huge. You know, their strength is in their compact defending and counterattacks. They have got physical players who don't give up and a never say die mentality. The problem, they just don't have enough elite forwards who can finish chances consistently against African giants. They are fighters, but without enough firepower. In Group D, facing Senegal and Democratic Republic of Congo, it's simply too steep of a mountain. They will definitely make games tough, maybe even still a draw, but I don't see them making it through this time. Prediction, third in Group D with a group stage exit. Next, Democratic Republic of Congo. This team is a pure entertainment. Every Afcon, they arrive with firepower, passion, and unpredictability. You never know what you're going to get. They have got physicality, strength, and a fearless mentality. The kind of team that can bully giants and knock them out. But here's the catch: consistency. They can beat Senegal one day and then lose to Benin the next. Players like Yohan Wissa from Brentford, Cedric Bakambu, and their new wave of European best talent give them real attacking threat. But defensively, they are shaky. And in tournaments like Afcon, one mistake kills you. I see Democratic Republic of Congo making it out of the group with a fight and passion, but knockouts will expose them. Prediction, second in Group D and an exit in the round of 16. But if they find form and unity, don't be shocked if they upset a big name. They're the kind of team that can turn a whole tournament upside down. Then Group E, Algeria, a giant that disappointed last Afcon, crashing out early. Is it redemption time? Riyad Mahrez and a golden generation desperate for redemption. They'll fight back strong with a point to prove after the disaster last Afcon. Still, their defense worries me. I have got Algeria scrapping through the groups, but they won't go far. They will smash the group but choke later. Prediction, winners of Group E, and their journey ends in the round of 16. Next, Burkina Faso, the dark horses of Africa, powerful, direct, and fearless. Always underrated, always fighting with heart. They have shocked us before with their pace and counterattack. They will trouble giants, they will go far. I have got them sneaking into the knockouts. Prediction, second in Group E, finishing in the quarterfinals. Next, Equatorial Guinea. Now, this team right here, Equatorial Guinea, are the ultimate Afcon underdogs. Every time they show up, they cause chaos. Remember Afcon 2021? They knocked out Mali in the round of 16, stunning everyone. They play with heart, intensity, and no fear. And their goalkeeper, Jesus Owono, is an absolute wall. The problem, they don't have the squad depth to survive a brutal group with Algeria and Burkina Faso. But trust me, they'll give us at least one shock result, probably against Algeria or Sudan. But they'll struggle and will be unlucky in this group. Prediction, third in Group E and a group stage exit. Next, Sudan, one of Africa's oldest footballing nations, with Afcon history stretching all the way back to the very beginning. They even won the tournament back in 1970, not forgetting CHAN 2024 reaching the semi-finals. Their players fight for every ball and they have produced some legendary names in African football. But in 2025, the challenge is squad depth. Compared to powerhouses like Algeria, Burkina Faso, Sudan lack the individual stars playing in Europe's top leagues. That means they rely heavily on team spirit, discipline, and set pieces. I see them pushing hard, maybe even stealing a point off a big team, but over 3 games, it's just too much. Prediction: 4th in Group E with a group stage exit. Finally, last but not least, Group F, Cameroon, the indomitable Lions, a team with history, 5 Afcon titles, and right now they've got real firepower in Europe. Look at Brian Mbeumo at Manchester United in the Premier League. He's been unstoppable with his pace, dribbling, and ability to score in big games. And Andre Onana in goal, one of the best keepers in the world. A mix of physicality and flair. Cameroon are never to be underestimated. Their biggest strength: power plus European experience. Their weakness: sometimes they lose focus in the knockout stages against tactical giants, and maybe Andre Onana might be a problem. But make no mistake, Cameroon will get out of this group. They will give us serious drama before bowing out. Prediction: 2nd in Group F with a quarterfinal exit. Next, Côte d'Ivoire, also known as Ivory Coast, a star-stranded squad. They have got Sebastian Halle and Fofana, big names everywhere. They are dangerous, but is their mentality strong enough? I think they will go deep. Prediction: winners of Group F finishing in the semi-finals. Next, Gabon. Let's talk about Gabon. For years, this team was defined by one man, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. He was their star, their captain, their goal machine. But with Uba now retired from international duty, Gabon are entering a new era. Here's the thing, Gabon actually have talent coming through. Players like Dennis Bouanga, who's smashing it in the MLS, and a few young guys playing in France bring pace and skill. They are physical, they have got energy, and they can frustrate bigger teams. The downside: depth. Once you look past their starting X1, the bench is thin. They have struggled with consistency. One game they are brilliant, the next they collapse. And in a group with Ivory Coast and Cameroon, that lack of depth will be punished. So, while Gabon may give us exciting football and maybe even steal a shock result, I just don't see them going deep this time. My prediction: Gabon finish 3rd in Group F, fighting hard but don't make it out of the group stages. Finally, Mozambique, a nation that doesn't always get the spotlight. They have been growing fast in African football. Their attacking play is actually exciting. They have got pace, they have got energy. But here's the problem. They're in a brutal Group F with Ivory Coast, Cameroon, and Gabon. That's like being thrown into a lion's den. They will give us a few entertaining moments, maybe even shock a draw. But over 3 games, it's just too much. Prediction: 4th in Group F with a group stage exit. But remember their name, Mozambique are building something. And in future Afcons, they could become Africa's next underdog story. So, those are my predictions for Afcon 2025. Round of 16 exits: Algeria, Zambia, Democratic Republic of Congo, and South Africa. Then, quarterfinal exits: Mali, Burkina Faso, Cameroon, Ghana, Senegal, and Tunisia. Through to the semi-final exits: Egypt and Ivory Coast. And then the finalists: Morocco vs Nigeria. And the champions of Afcon 2025, Morocco. All the best to every single team. Let's see how far they can go. Lots of different teams. I have enjoyed doing this African Cup of Nations video. Tell us the one team you're gonna be supporting. You don't even have to be from Africa. You can be from America, England, or France. But you can support one team. For example, I'm supporting Uganda. I'm Ugandan, and if Uganda gets to the final, I'll fly to Morocco for it. But yes, pick a team. Comment down below the team you're supporting. Watch all the games and back them up. Let's see what happens. All the best, guys. Peace.